Hey everyone, JJB here, back again with another VGC Wi-Fi battle. Still using the same team as we've been using in the last few episodes. We found ourselves an opponent straight away, this is great. A 1504 from Tokyo. So for those of you who haven't seen any of the previous episodes recently, we're rocking out with a Double Duck rain team with Koko, Metagross, Jolteon and Garchomp. And our opponent's using a QR team consisting of a Crocodile, Tapu Koko, Marowak, Celesteela, Slowking and Hariyama. So straight away that's looking very trick roomy. Definitely very trick roomy. So I think what I'm going to do is go with our Koko to start off with. Koko carries Taunt, so if he leads with the Slowking, we can do some damage there. Obviously he could bring in the Hariyama and go for a fake out onto that slot. So to threaten the Hariyama, we're going to go with metagross for that Zen Headbutt. Metagross is also pretty nice for none of the rest of his team actually, but he's got the weakness policy, so he might be able to do some damage still. Obviously, Golduck's looking less beneficial in this battle because of the Swift Swim will make him even slower under Trick Room, but I do like Pelipper. And then I think we're going to go with Garchomp in the back as our Z-move user and also as a way of taking down the Koko and the Marowak on our opponent's side of the field. So let's see how it goes. Our opponent's got the Zwah pose. Looks ridiculous. No one would ever do that in real life. Look at that. What's that even meant to mean? Does it mean something? Is it like an anime thing? And our opponent does lead off with the Hariyama as we expected, but he goes with the Tapu Koko instead of the Slowking. So to be honest, I can see a fake out coming off into our Koko on this turn. So I think I'm just going to protect with Koko, and then we're going to Zen Headbutt the Hariyama with our Metagross. Of course, Metagross could see a knockoff from the Hariyama, or could just get smacked with a Thunderbolt from the Koko, but I don't think either should kill. Now, I'd rather keep our Koko healthy and avoid some fake out damage if possible. I mean, I'd have faked out the Koko, to be honest, if I was him. Oh, he didn't go for a fake out at all. He just goes straight up the Volt Switch onto the Metagross. Maybe now going out into the Slowking slot. Would be a risky play. Let's see what he goes out into here. I don't know what's best for him. Maybe the Marowak. Goes out into the Crocodile. Okay, so he's looking for a way of, shutting down the Koko. Crocodile's good there. It does hit super effectively against both of our Mons. Metagross outspeeds the Hariyama, smacks it with a Zen Headbutt for the knockout, which is always nice. So the question here is whether the Crocodile is scarfed, and then whether a scarfed Crocodile outspeeds our Koko. Which, to be honest, I don't know. Obviously, an Earthquake is looking likely from our opponent's Crocodile. We could swap out into the Pelipper, but they've got the Koko on their side of the field, which could cause us some problems there. So I think we're going to stay in. I think we'll go for a Dazzling Gleam and try and hit that opposing Crocodile for some super effective damage. And then I think we're going to go for a Meteor Mash with our Metagross. I don't expect Metagross to survive the turn, so actually in that case, let's just go for a Protect. And just in case he does get targeted down by a knockoff or something like that by the Crocodile. So our opponent goes for a Volt Switch onto the Koko this time. That does a huge amount of damage. It's a crit. So he's going to be able to swap out here. I'm really hoping that the Crocodile isn't scarfed. Goes out into the Slowking. This isn't a good turn for us. Gets the electric seed. Oh man. So we do manage to go first. We do hit the Crocodile for some super effective damage, and it's enough to nearly pick up the kill. Our Koko survives in 1 HP, and the opposing Crocodile goes for an Earthquake. So this is great, because metagross survives the turn. Does some damage to the opposing Slowking, which, you know, is negligible really at the end of the day. It's a very bulky mon. And what this means now is our metagross can kill the Crocodile on the next turn with a Bullet Punch. I don't think that Trick Room is really going to be beneficial for our opponent, due to the fact that both of the mons he's got left are pretty speedy. So I think what that means is that we're in trouble. So I think we're going to go out into Pelipper and try and get up a Tailwind on this turn. Just help us deal better with that Koko in the future. With our Garchomp that we still have out in the back. So we're going to go for a Tailwind and a Bullet Punch. The Slowking might want to Trick Room, but it won't do him any good. So he withdraws with Crocodile and goes out into the Koko. This is fine. The Koko's not going to be able to survive a couple of turns. So Bullet Punch is going to do a sizable chunk to the Koko. Tailwind pops from our Pelipper, which is great. And the Slowking does Trick Room. This is interesting because it's made his Koko super slow now. I mean, his Slowking is super quick, and our Tailwind has... Oh, the Tailwind. Well, the Tailwind shot us in the foot there, wasn't it? I didn't think he was going to go Trick Room, though, because it wouldn't have benefited his team. Okay, well, let's smack that Koko, and let's smack the Koko again with a Bullet Punch. Yeah, metagross is metagross is still going to be slow. So Slowking swaps out here. Crocodile comes in, gets Intimidate, doesn't matter. Pelipper doesn't care, and metagross is immune. I think we've lost this now. I think that Tailwind's really screwed us. Bullet Punch into the Crocodile slot would have been great there. Discharge comes out. That's going to be enough to KO the metagross for sure. Got a Sash on Pelipper. And the Brine from Pelipper will be enough to KO the Koko, which is good. The Tailwind here is obviously something that's really shot us in the foot. I didn't think he was going to go for the Trick Room. I suppose that if he saw Pelipper come in, you know, you'd think it might be likely he would go for the Tailwind, so he would have been better off attacking on that turn, to be honest. Slowking comes back out. So Pelipper here is dead. Garchomp is probably dead from an Ice Beam from the Slowking. That's such a frustrating move from me. I don't know why I do this. I always do the really stupid move somewhere in the middle of the game, and it always costs me. It always costs me. There's still 2 turns of Tailwind left. 3 turns of Trick Room. I can't see us winning this, to be honest. I'm going to protect with Pelipper. And I think just straight up Earthquake with Garchomp. Just get some damage off in case we end up living this turn. I don't think we will. I think we're dead. Ice Beam, it's going to hit the Chomp, isn't it? Yeah. Is there any chance we can survive? We do survive, and we get frozen. That's a real kick in the nuts. Rock Slide comes out. Can Garchomp dodge? Garchomp doesn't dodge. Okay, so the freeze doesn't really matter. It's just really rubbing it in. It's going, you chose Tailwind, you idiot. Have a freeze. So the Terrain Disappears. This is all irrelevant. Slowking's just going to kill Pelipper on this next turn. We're going to go for the Triple Protect. That's our best chance of winning here. We get the Double Protect. So Psyshock, fine. Crocodile, Crunch, fine. It's irrelevant anyway because we're still going to lose. He's still got 2 mons. But if we can do another Protect this turn, yeah, let's go for it. Let's be that guy. It means we should be able to outspeed the Crocodile on the next turn and, you know, kill it. We're going to go for it. Can we get the triple? No. No triple. So Psyshock comes off. smacks the pelipper, that 1 HP disappears very quickly, and we lose. All because I clicked Tailwind instead of an offensive move. I need to think. So frustrating. I think... So frustrating. But yeah, can't be too cross about that. It was my own mistake more than it was, you know, some RNG. The only person I can be angry with is myself, and yeah, I can't be angry at myself for too long. So yeah, that's going to be it for today's game, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Remember to leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the comment section.